anything about my gun or anything else?
De-escalate the situation.
Do you see a gun pulled out?
You have a gun.
Do you see a gun pulled out? Do you see one in my hand?
You gonna touch me?
You gonna touch me? And
No, I'm not.
Then I am gonna stop you.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Okay, then you
and you
stand where you are.
Probably
You have
definitely
permission.
can't stop me. So.
Okay, well we'll see.
All right.
Please step back, sir.
Oh, guys, he just assaulted me on camera.
This is your job here, right?
So in regards, you're not allowed to record in any police precinct, whether it's New York City, in any one of the 5 boroughs, or outside.
It's not a law.
Okay.
What happens when a journalist exercises his First Amendment rights in a public building? He gets threatened with arrest. These officers didn't care about the law. They only cared about control. But here's the problem. You can't be trespassed from a public building unless you're committing a crime. And when their intimidation didn't work, they resorted to outright lies. Watch as these cops get completely exposed for not knowing the law.
Charge of the state of Missouri?
You got to get him a call.
No, it's the people.
Whatever. You're not coming in.
It's not whatever. I'm going to
have
be
a
in
good
it.
day.
No, it's not. Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day.
I'm going to be in here.
Call me a supervisor, will you?
Yeah. All right, guys. So they think this.
Step back outside, please.
No, thank you. It feels good in here.
You're trespassing. Step back outside.
I'm not trespassing.
Are you here to see a parole officer?
No.
No, then it's a private situation. Please step back outside.
It's not a private. This is a public building.
No. The clients and their parole officer, that's private situations.
I'm not back there, am I?
Well, you just coming in here filming.
Yeah.
You ain't even talk to nobody or nothing.
I don't need to talk to anybody.
Okay. Well, we'll figure this out.
You ever heard of the First Amendment?
We'll figure this out.
All right. Let me get what's on this sign. Okay. Sir, you can't block my camera.
I can do what I want.
No, you might want to step back.
No.
You might want to step back.
No.
Hey, this is Mark down at security. Would you come down here and see me for a moment, please? All right, bye.
Right, these guys are super triggered. So, let's get the security camera. Could I have one of these?
No.
I can't have a newspaper?
For what?
To look at it. That's what you do with a newspaper, right? You look at it?
Pretty much.
Can I have a newspaper?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sir, it's a state office building,
Yeah, state office is public.
and we don't give you permission to.
I don't need permission. The First Amendment
Okay, let me
grants me
get you
permission.
let me get you the statement, okay?
What is a statement?
It's our
It's a
direction.
policy?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I don't follow policy. I follow law.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it was reviewed by our legal team.
that doesn't matter. So,
We'll ask you to leave.
no, thank you. I'm just doing a story about this facility here.
Okay. Let me get Donna.
Can I read what's on the wall there?
You cannot.
Isn't that
You can't get past me.
I can't get past you?
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna
Not till they tell
stop
me
me?
you got permission.
You gonna touch me?
You gonna touch me? And
No, I'm not.
Then I am gonna stop you.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Okay, then you
And you
stand where you are.
probably
till you have
definitely can't
permission.
stop me. So,
Okay, well we'll see.
all right.
Please step back, sir.
Oh, guys, he just assaulted
you
me
just
on
elbowed
camera.
me.
I did not. I'm trying. You're blocking my view.
my elbow down.
You heard a prior restraint?
You ran into me.
Have you heard a prior
You ran
restraint?
into me.
Have you
You
heard a
ran
prior
into me.
restraint? I'm trying to walk my way.
You're
and
not-
you
no,
were
it's
Not
blocking
in
my
this
path.
building. You're
I'm
not.
telling you now, you're not going past us.
Why not?
Because they say you can't come in here.
Until they give me permission.
Who
for
is
you to
they?
come in.
The people that run this building and
Who runs the building?
She's getting the person
It's a
right
public
now.
building.
They're getting the person.
The people
for you
run
right
this
now.
building. You
I don't
guys are
care who-
misinformed.
I don't care what
You don't have to care. You're just security. You're nobody.
I could arrest you, okay?
Oh, go ahead and arrest me then.
I'll arrest
I would love to see you do that.
Push past.
Push past, you guys. He's trying to do it. A directive there. Oh, we got the ultimate cam back there. Karen cam back. Brought to you by your finest.
Yeah.
I'll let you take my place.
So now it's my understanding, can't be inside the building recording because unless you're conducting professional business.
What do you call professional business? Is the First Amendment free press not professional
If you're
business?
on supervision, because we just can't allow any visitors into the building unless it's pertaining to probation parole.
Is this a public building?
Yes, it is.
We don't need permission. We don't need permission to come into a public building.
Okay, but for us to escort you back here, unless
I can go in the lobby there. I can't.
That's not a public library. A
library. We're not at the library.
Yeah, whatever. Well, that's not a public lobby for you.
So, sir, I have the code, I have the state regulation for office buildings available. We are contacting our legal counsel right now, okay? The issue is there's people in here who have certain rights to confidentiality, and there's certain confidential information
Not in public.
and video
Not
can be
in public.
enhanced.
Not in public.
This is not public.
This is not public.
This is not a public facility.
This is not a public facility in here. This is probation and parole.
This is public facility.
That's the same that I explained.
Okay.
This is probation and parole.
He said if he
for
doesn't have
those
to
that
follow
are
laws, he
under
said.
supervision,
Okay.
unless authorized to be escorted back into the office. Again, for those that
I'm
are
not gonna argue
under
with you, sir.
supervision.
This is not arguing, it's what it is, it's common sense. This is paid for by tax dollars, this is a public building.
For those that are on supervision with probation or parole.
You can only limit the public past a certain point. This is a public lobby right here.
This is not a public lobby.
Okay.
The only
First
people
Amendment's
who are
pretty
allowed
clear.
back here are people who
We're
are
trying to explain it to
providing
him.
services.
He said-
Yeah, past that little thing back there, that
No.
metal
No, actually, the
detector,
door
the
is right
scanner.
here.
The door is wide open, is it not? And even if you closed it, it would have to say authorized personnel only or restricted area.
We tried to. We need the police to take him out.
Yeah, they can't put their hands on me.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Then why can't you escort me out?
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah, he's here doing one now, he's recording us all.
Yeah, this is a governmental building.
Exactly. There you go. Thank you for those words.
And you don't have the right to make recordings inside of a government building. The staff and the clients here have a right to a reasonable expectation of privacy.
There's no privacy in public.
You're
man.
violating their privacy and you're trespassing.
No, I'm not. You can't
If you
trespass
don't leave
from
the
a public
building
That's
immediately-
another crime.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to call the police.
She's calling.
Is there a statute behind that piece of paper?
I'm notifying you of what.
Of what? A piece of paper that you guys wrote?
We're finished here. Call the police.
How you doing, sir?
Good. Could I have your name and badge number?
Anderson 12283.
Name and badge number?
Peterson 12374.
Name and badge number?
I'm Atchison 12500.
Nice to meet you.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to do, I went in that building over there, well, that side of the building, just gathering information to the public, disseminating that information to the public, and then she told me to come over here because they had more experience. I was asking her questions she wasn't very familiar with, so she told me to come over here, ask questions, and I can get information over here. So I came over here, and they came straight out and basically blocked my path and whatnot, so.
Okay, so what he's telling me is that they don't allow filming inside because of people that's on probation and parole. So if you could just not film in there, I don't know what else.
Well,
you would do
I
in
do
there.
have a right to film in there. It's a part of the First Amendment, the Constitution, to record in the publicly accessible areas. This here is definitely a lobby. I can basically walk to wherever the public can walk into. If there's a restricted area, they have to have doors that say restricted area. There has to be law that basically follows that. So.
Well, I'll just call my sergeant and let him explain that to you.
Okay. Yep.
Can you have her come back up with that?
This is a government facility, so it is a publicly owned building. You don't have to block my path outside.
I'm not blocking your path.
Yeah, you're standing right on the
Shut up.
sidewalk. Excuse me? Wow, guys, he just told me to shut up. We'll be filing a complaint against you.
You go right ahead.
State of Missouri. All right.
Okay, so we were told by our sergeant that this is a probation and parole building.
Right.
And people have a right to their privacy here.
Back in, they have to be back in like a private room or
Some of those people are
something.
still walking right here in the room right here. So if you don't leave, you'll be considered trespassing. That's from
You
our
can't
sergeant.
trespass from a public building.
It's not, it's a state building.
State is public.
I understand that, but they have the right to privacy here.
And back in a room or something. They can't just say, anywhere the public can walk, you don't have an expectation of privacy. This is a public
waiting
building.
room. You understand that? You can't walk in unless you have business with probation and parole.
I
This
have
side is not
business.
private
The First
for you.
Amendment is
You
business.
have no business with probation
The
and parole.
First Amendment is
Okay,
business,
whatever
and you
you
can't
say.
limit that, Mr.
Whatever you
Security
say.
Guard.
Mr. Journalist.
You're a security guard.
Journalist.
So we're not gonna go back and forth. So for right now, set up a meeting or something.
I don't need to set up a
that's
meeting in
fine,
a public building.
But that's fine. So right now you'll be considered trespassing. That's
You
per
can't
our
trespass from a
sergeant.
public building
Well,
absent of a
that's per Our
crime.
sergeant, so
Man, you guys just don't know.
that's fine.
You don't understand.
So you have to go, sir.
I don't have to go.
So per our sergeant, based off what they told us, you're trespassing.
You can't trespass from public.
Okay, well, you're going to be arrested then. So you can either leave or you're going to be arrested.
So you're threatening me with arrest?
Yes, because
I just want to make notice of that.
You're either going to be arrested or you can leave.
Okay, awesome, guys. You heard that. So we will be filing complaints, seeking civil litigation. They are trespassing me from a public building. Yeah, what's your name and badge number again?
Peterson,
Peterson?
12374.
All right, and who's your sergeant? Who you spoke to?
Curran.
Sergeant
Curran.
Curran? All right.
This video is a perfect example of why you must always record the police. These officers didn't care about constitutional rights. They only cared about forcing compliance. If this journalist wasn't recording, he might have been arrested based on false charges. But because he knew his rights, he stood his ground. Remember, knowledge is power. Don't comply with unlawful orders. And always, record the police. When this journalist walked into an NYPD precinct to file a complaint, he wasn't expecting to be threatened with arrest, but that's exactly what happened. Officers made up laws on the spot, tried to silence his camera, and when intimidation failed, they kicked him out under threat of arrest. But here's the shocking part. Even the sergeant struggled to justify their actions. Watch how this cop exposes himself, proving that some officers will violate your rights just because they can.
Wait a minute, so if you have to record, you have to step out there, sir. You cannot record here.
Why would that be though?
I just told you.
But that's not a law, ma'am.
Okay. Sir,
I'm recording for my safety.
Okay, you cannot record here.
I'm recording for my safety, ma'am.
You cannot record here.
I'm recording for my safety. I'm trying to file a complaint.
Here, sir. You cannot record here.
My freedom and my property was taken from me by the NYPD. Sir, my freedom. I'm here to conduct business, sir. You're sergeant? Sergeant, I'm here to conduct business. My freedom and my freedom. But listen, my freedom.
That's perfectly fine.
But I'm here to conduct business. What I'm saying is I'm here to get services. My freedom and my property was taken from me by the NYPD. I'm here recording. Yes, I was arrested. My freedom.
We're going to record also outside.
I mean, if you want to send somebody outside, you can do that. Under threat of arrest. I have a right to record in public. I have the right to record the NYPD in the course of their duty. This is 100%. This is 100% public. This is a public lobby. This is a public lobby. I'm going to ask you to de-escalate a little bit.
You need to go outside. You need to step outside because then it's handcuffs afterwards. So step outside. Go ahead.
That sign is not a law, Sergeant.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It is not a law.
Step outside.
What law is it?
Go outside, pass the sign, and you can record all you'd like.
What law is it? What law is it?
You cannot record in the precinct. That is the law.
It's not obstruction.
Sir, back.
I need help filing a complaint. That's what I came here to do. Who's going to help me with that?
You cannot record inside.
So send somebody out here to help me file a complaint.
Take your foot off the door.
Okay, so send somebody out here to file a complaint. I want all your badge numbers. I want all your badge numbers and names.
You have it right there. So you have it right there.
I need to file a complaint, Sergeant. Are you denying me services?
Someone is going to help you.
Wow.
Hey, good morning. Who is it? Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Officer Farrell.
Officer what?
Officer Farrell, Shield 12125. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
So just being recorded by my police body one camera.
Sure, I'm in public. No problem.
Hey, it's okay. So first of all, appreciate you hanging tight. You know, the inconvenience, whatever it is. So just so you know, you can't record inside police precincts, any police precinct, whether it's New York City, outside. Do you do the what do you call it? Do the audit stuff?
I'm here to file a complaint.
Oh, okay. So I spoke with my supervisors, spoke with my other officers. So we provide you information. I believe it's you want me to complain in regards to the 61 precinct?
61st precinct.
61st,
yeah.
okay. So we gave the information for CCRB. You can call the hotline at this phone number, or you can file online at newyorkcity.gov/CCRB complaint.
I'd like to file one in person here. You guys don't. You guys take complaints here.
It's a whole thing. Like I said, it'd be easier for you just to call them or.
I know, but I want to file it here. If I can't go in, the reason why I'm not being able to file it here is that you're not allowing me to record inside, even though there's no law against recording inside the lobby.
No, so just, you know, it's stated, like, right on the wall.
That's not a law, that's a sign. That's just a sign. You're law enforcement. You're not policy enforcement or sign enforcement. That's not a law. That's not a criminal statute. That's just a sign that anybody could put up there. That doesn't mean anything.
So
but let me finish.
Of course.
And then, so I'm here to file a complaint, just like anyone else would be here to file a complaint.
Right.
You're under threat of arrest. I have left the lobby under threat of arrest. I am here. Now I want somebody to come out here, a supervisor, to take my complaint against an officer. There should be no problem to do that. The sergeant even told me he would have somebody come out here and take my complaint. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's it. It's not that hard. Just like any other, if I wasn't recording, anybody else coming here would have just been able to do a complaint at the police department. That's the services you offer here. What else do you guys, you take criminal complaints, officer complaints. This is what you do. This is your job. You just pass me off to do it somewhere else. This is your job here, right?
So in regards, you're not allowed to record in any police precinct, whether it's New York City, in any one of the 5 boroughs, or outside.
It's not a law.
Okay. It's posted. There's a reason why it's posted in that particular spot, okay?
But it's not a law.
I'm just telling you what the rules are. Hey, how you doing, sir? All right? So would you like this information or no?
I would like to file my complaint here.
Okay, hang tight, sir. All right?
Sure.
Do you have ID?
Like anybody else would. Oh, I don't carry ID.
No, of course. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, how are you, Sarge?
So we're going to file your complaint that you're making.
Yep.
I'm going to call CCRB, IAB, and file that for you. It's against a 6-1. All right. I'm going to fill that out. I'm just going to get a number for you, so you can have that.
Sure.
Any other issues? You said.
Yeah. So Sergeant Pellegrino, 526.
Yes.
Okay.
526.
So I was noticing that there's these cars with no license plate parked illegally here. Are those owned by the city of New York?
Those are vouchered vehicles, sir.
What does that mean?
That means if they were taken into custody for some reason or not, and we're just waiting to tow that to the pound. So
okay, so they're not owned by the.
Yes.
So they're just towed.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to make
I'm
sure.
gonna fill this out for you. I'll come right back.
All right. Thanks, Sergeant. Yep.
And before, you're not allowed to film inside the precinct station's facility.
Yeah, but that's on the law, Sergeant.
We can ask you to shut it down. If you don't shut it down, at some point you're trespassing.
Yeah, trespassing in a place where I'm allowed to be. Do you see how? Listen, I know you didn't make the policy. I know you didn't make the rule, Sergeant. I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying, as a public servant, as yourself, like all of you are public servants, which I respect and I appreciate. It's a good service you do for your community. But by locking out the public, the freedom of press, the First Amendment, that locking out the freedom of press there's no governmental need, there's no significant governmental, benefit in order to. Why would be the purpose? In your words, what would be the purpose?
Safety concern.
Safety. A camera never hurt anyone
inside the precinct. I'm not saying outside.
No, but I'm saying inside. Inside, it's not a safety concern because the cameras never hurt anyone. It's only exposed corruption and tyranny. But how can it hurt someone?
We asked you to leave multiple times
inside
the precinct.
But how can a? Yeah, but you said it's a safety issue. How is a camera a safety issue?
The law isn't what we've been told about that.
But it's not a safety issue.
If you're going to stay inside, keep recording and not leave, and I asked you multiple times to leave.
Well, under threat of arrest, I left.
But you did.
I left under threat of arrest because I was already arrested, and now, hopefully we can affect some change here. So again, there's no need. You can't come up with one. You're in charge of this department right now, this lobby right now, right? But there's no need for it. Laws, there's purposes for them.
You can be arrested for trespass.
But why?
Inside the facility.
Because I'm recording, though. Specifically because I'm recording. You wouldn't ask anyone else to leave if somebody just walked in without recording, right? And you wouldn't ask them to leave. They could just hang out there all day, correct?
They can hang out. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the recording's the problem.
I'm just keeping it real here.
The recording's the problem. That's good to know. I mean, there's no benefit to the NYPD.
No problem if you want to record for your safety, like we can come out, we can talk to you out here, and then.
But what if it was like a private thing where I wanted to record and I wanted to? What if it was something where I wanted to be segregated, not in public, because anybody can record us out in here in public? And what if it was like someone taking a special victims crime or something like that, and they felt comfortable recording? They wouldn't be able to record inside the station, so they just wouldn't. What if they were sexually assaulted by an officer and they wanted to just come and speak to somebody in private and they wanted to record because they're scared now? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't serve any significant benefit to not record, but it does. But it does serve a significant benefit to allow recording.
It benefits you. I understand that.
Yeah, it benefits everyone. Transparency and accountability benefits everyone, Sergeant.
Excellent. I'm going to come back with this. You going to hang out?
Yeah, I'm hanging out right here. I don't want to get arrested.
Sorry about the wait. I'm trying to do like 10 things at once.
It's all right.
All right. I put the number for CCRB in the back for you.
Okay.
So call up, and I guess you're going to get a log number from them. I'm going to send the paperwork over.
Okay.
Filled out with us. All right.
All right, Sergeant. So I just take this.
My name is on the bottom. So supervisor and officer, the officer that received it. So this one's yours, all right?
All right, thank you, Sergeant. I do appreciate your professionalism in taking the complaint, but the actions of you and your officers here today, completely unacceptable. Threatening to arrest a citizen for engaging in a constitutionally protected activity, take my freedom away from me, steal my property. Completely unacceptable. It's tyranny. That's what it is. It's tyranny. I know, but that's what I'm saying is that's tyranny because you're violating my constitutional rights, and that's unacceptable. We the people will fight against tyranny with everything we have.
Well, you can take up the complaint.
And I'm following the proper channels, but I'm telling you, we will make change here.
All right.
You have the day you deserve, Sergeant.
This is how tyranny starts, one illegal sign at a time. The NYPD knows the law, but they choose to ignore it. Why? Because they count on fear and compliance to keep people from challenging them. But here's the truth. You don't have to obey unlawful orders. You don't have to surrender your rights. And most importantly, always record the police. Because without proof, their word is the only one that matters. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and keep fighting for your rights. When intimidation fails, cops try another tactic, demanding ID. But here's the thing. You don't have to comply unless you're suspected of a crime. These officers tried everything from false claims to outright threats to get what they wanted. But when they got educated on the law, they had no choice but to do the walk of shame. Watch how these so-called professionals get completely owned for not knowing the law they swore to uphold.
No, sir. We're going to walk back here.
6 feet, please.
We're going to walk back in front of my car. In front of my car.
So I'm being detained.
You are being detained, yes, sir.
For what crime?
There is a verbal disturbance here. That's all I need to investigate. All right?
Verbal disturbance?
Yes, sir. I need your driver's license or an ID card.
What's going to happen to me if I don't give you my documents?
I have to know who you are so I can trespass you if required. So that's all I need to know.
Verbal disturbance is a crime.
Sir.
So I'm being accused of a crime.
You are not being accused of a crime. That's what I'm trying to explain. Because there was a verbal disturbance. All right, we're not going to go down this route.
Verbal disturbance.
We're not going to go down this route. All right,
who's the
we're
victim?
just going to have a conversation.
What route are we not going to go down?
Gosh, sir, can you just listen to me?
Are you becoming frustrated?
Are you becoming frustrated?
No, sir. I just want to know my rights.
Do you really want to go down this route? That's what I'm trying to find.
I would just like to know what my rights are in this situation.
Just like all your rights everywhere else. You're in America. You have all your rights.
You have a name and badge number?
It's right here. My name's right there.
Your name is right here?
Right there. It's on. You can put it on camera. I don't care, sir. I need to know who.
His camera is your camera activated right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, make sure it's on.
It's been on this entire time.
It's covering your name.
You can have my card. I do not care, sir. I need to M3rd.
Say again?
Yes, sir. M3rd. All right. I just need to know who you are so that I can figure all this out. Then we can go about our merry way. That's all I need to figure out.
Okay. Who has complained against me?
Multiple people, along with the post office. So.
Do you have their names?
I don't, because I'm not sitting in front of my computer. I need to know your name. What is your name?
Why do you need to know my name?
So, if I have to trespass you, I need to know who I'm trespassing. It's kind of hard to trespass an unknown person, isn't it?
So I'm being detained right now.
Who are you?
I'm being detained right now for filming. Because it's all on, so there was no verbal disturbance.
That's what I'm getting told. There was a verbal disturbance, citizen dispute. That is what I'm here for.
I got it all on video. There was no verbal disturbance.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I don't know, because I've been talking to you since I got here, correct?
Okay,
correct?
Am I being accused of a crime?
Sir, I need to figure out what's going on. I need to identify who you are and who everybody else is involved in this whole thing.
I don't understand why you need to know who I am to decide whether there was a crime being committed.
Gosh. Sir, what's your name?
Can you just de-escalate a little bit?
I am de-escalating. I am
not riled up. It looks like you're getting very frustrated.
Well, tell me who you are.
Well, I don't want to give you up my Fourth Amendment rights voluntarily.
You're not giving up your Fourth Amendment rights.
Unless you're going to threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to volunteer any information to you.
Sir, who are you?
Again, unless you threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to identify.
What is your name?
Again, what will happen to me if I do not give you my identity?
If there's a crime, then I'm going to charge you with multiple crimes.
If there's a crime?
If there was a crime that was committed, or if you're trespassing, or anything like that, then I'm going to charge you with obstruction.
Okay. Well, until you tell...
And delaying and interfering with my investigation. That is what I'm going to charge you with. It's just like if you were driving down the roadway and you do not provide a driver's license or ID card to prove who you are.
Can we get a supervisor here, please?
I have 2 other deputies here.
Okay.
I don't need a supervisor.
Talk to a supervisor.
Why do you need to talk to a supervisor?
Because I don't believe you know the law.
Okay.
You're not respecting my constitutional rights.
I am here to do a job, right? And I got called here lawfully and told that there was a citizen dispute and a verbal disturbance.
And I told you that I don't...
And I am not here to argue with you about the verbal disturbance. I need to know who's identified on what crimes and what stuff so I can investigate what's going on.
Okay, for the third time,
and then I
would like to talk to a supervisor, please. Please.
2334, 2336. Since you're not going to give up your name or anything like that, you are delaying my investigation, just so you're aware. I just want you to be aware, that's all I want.
Well, I just want you to be aware that I'm not going to give you my ID unless you threaten to arrest me. I don't want to go to jail.
Why would I threaten to arrest you? I'm not going to threaten to arrest you. I'm just going to arrest you if I have a crime or something. You realize that, right? I'm not going to threaten to arrest you.
I want to give you my ID if you're going to arrest me. If it can stop me from being arrested, if giving you my ID stops me from going to jail, then I'm going to give you my ID.
Well, that'd be nice.
Okay, but if I don't have to give you my ID, I don't want to give you my ID.
What are you doing, man?
Filming.
Like what, this? That's not too pretty. It's kind of a snowy day.
Analytics. Filming. COVID-19.
You don't have anything better to do today?
You guys don't have to wear masks?
I'm like 6 feet away from you, right?
Well, he come right up on me. I asked him to step away. He wouldn't do it. He started getting very agitated.
I know the guy for years. He doesn't get agitated.
Well, I got it on film, bud.
Oh, man. I bet you do.
Yeah. What's your name and badge number? You want to identify?
We don't have badge numbers.
You're the public servant here. You're the one that's supposed to identify, not the public.
Oh, man, it's cold. Hey, man, all that I ask you do is just maybe not stick.
You can ask all you want, bud.
Try to keep your 6 feet from people.
What's your name and badge number?
But you can go stand there all you want in video.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
All right?
What's your name and badge number?
We don't have badge
That's all I know. That's all I need to know, sir. That's all it was.
They won't identify. They come up here like a tyrant. The walk of shame. The walk of shame. That's what you're doing right now.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? Gathering content for a story right now.
Doing what?
Gathering content for a story right now. Can you back up just a
No,
hair?
I'm not backing up. I'm coming to talk to you.
Oh, that's fine, but you don't have to get that close to me either.
Dude.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Dude, what's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
It's right here?
Troy Burkle. It's gonna be one of these types. Yep.
It's going to be one of those type, and what's that type?
Okay. We need you to step off the property. Come on.
We need to step off the property?
Yep.
Is that a lawful order, or
Yes,
are you
it is a
asking?
lawful order. Step off the property.
It's a lawful order?
Come on.
Look how close he's getting people. Look how close he's getting people. So what happens if we don't step off the property?
Leave.
I thought it was public.
118.
It is public. It is public. Hold on. I got the. And what's your name? Dunaway. It's right there. We got another right here. I met your cousin. Y'all got a lot of cousins named right here, by the way. A lot of cousins.
We're in the courthouse of the old courthouse.
So this is owned by.
You're not going
to answer it? Let me go and get a sergeant out here.
Yep.
Okay.
You have your ID on you?
What do I need to get my ID for?
So I can say that I spoke to somebody on the property that.
Yeah. What law have I broken? Public property and stuff like that. We need your sergeant out here before I speak anymore. How about that?
I can tell you right now, this is not usual out here.
It may not be usual, but you all need to start getting used to it because people are starting to do this more and more often. And y'all got to learn y'all can't be pushing people around. What is the point? Transparency, accountability, a lot of different things.
How do you pronounce your last name?
It's none of your business. It's spelled right there.
Oh, you hear this, people? You hear this, people? This is what you got to expect from our government officials right here.
It's right here.
There you go. Yeah, right here.
You got it?
And you have a lot of brothers and sisters out in y'all's force that's named right here too. So, I mean, it's not just a right here thing. It's a verbal thing. You can also state it as well. Go ahead and come over here because I got to address. What's your name and badge number? 126. Thank you. See that? That's not hard, dude. It's not hard. What's your name and badge number? 127. What's your name? It's right here too. Hey, y'all are all related. Are all right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. Y'all are all related. That's amazing how y'all are all related. So, no, we don't want nothing. We want to be left alone and be able to do what we're doing without being harassed by the government officials. This is public property. We can film anything we see from public property.
Okay.
And y'all will learn. Y'all will get it down eventually. And when y'all do, y'all will be able to be able to see us and not get all scared and, you know. Well, you don't have to, you're not necessarily be scared. Y'all are the ones with the guns and badges and stuff like that. So, y'all.
You see a gun pulled out?
Don't de-escalate the situation. De-escalate the situation.
Do you see a gun pulled out?
You have
a gun. Do you see a gun pulled out? Do you see one in my hand?
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me, though. Don't touch me.
Go this way. Will you
Don't
go that
touch
way?
me. Y'all seeing this, people? What's your name? What's your badge number?
You sound like the one being aggressive, bringing up guns.
No, don't try to pull this.
Nobody brought up a gun. You brought up a gun.
Who cares? I can bring up guns all day.
You sound aggressive, sir.
De-escalate.
Calm down.
De-escalate. Do I sound all upset?
Yes, you do.
No. De-escalate. 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 Y'all have training over de-escalation. You need to de-escalate.
Have you identified yourself yet?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have no reason. What law have I broken before you even start? What law have I broken?
Well, no, you knew who you were talking to.
Well, you don't need to know who you're talking to. The only way y'all can get my ID is if I'm broken the law, about to break the law, or have broken the law. And I haven't done none of that situation. I don't answer questions.
Well, identify yourself.
What law have I broken? You see, we can go in circles with this all day long. What law have I broken?
Why do you want to go in circles?
Why are y'all even bugging us? Why can't we record our government officials? See, there's no answer to that because there is no answer. Y'all have no reason to even be out here. Y'all need to let us film, do our thing, and then we'll be on our way. But this right here, y'all are looking just bad right now. Super bad, dude. Y'all don't want to do all that. We didn't approach none of y'all. Y'all approached us. Y'all have got to learn that. See, we have...
Do not walk up to them.
I can walk wherever I would like, sir. Sir, please back up from me.
Well, then you go back to where you need to be, and don't walk behind them.
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Don't walk up behind them.
This is a public area. I can walk wherever I want.
Well, you're not going to walk up behind that police officer like that. You're not going to do that.
See, y'all got to learn the law, dude. Y'all have to learn the law. Can y'all see this, people?
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you. That's all we're asking for. Give us space.
Okay, but I also got to be able to hear what they're going on. This is about me.
Why do you have to hear what they're going on?
Because this is about us.
Did they mention you?
So you have a good day.
Hey, you have a good day too, sir. Thank you. Have a great one. See? Thank you. See, some of y'all know that. Some of y'all apparently know what y'all are supposed to be doing. Some of y'all want to escalate. Like this dude over here, he wants to escalate real super bad.
So, Sergeant's here.
Okay. Look. Which one's the sergeant? Oh, Sergeant. How you doing, Sergeant?
Okay. As long as y'all are stay in a public area, y'all are good to go.
Man, okay. but what was the need for all of that?
Well, regardless, you got to understand, we get called here, we have to come.
You still can't answer what was the need for all of that.
We got called here, we go to call the service.
Okay.
So the OEP called us. OEP called us. So the only thing we're asking you is if it's a restricted area, don't go in a restricted area.
And don't eat yellow snow and don't kick your dog when you get home and all this other stuff. We know what we are and what we're not supposed to be doing. But to have all of this escalation, I mean, people, come on.
There's no escalation.
There is no. There was escalation. Don't say there wasn't escalation because I have not raised my voice. That officer right there needs to be retrained. That officer right there, he's a risk to y'all.
This is exactly why you must always record the police. These officers didn't care about your rights. They only cared about forcing compliance. If this guy didn't know his rights, he could have been arrested illegally. But because he stood his ground, the cops had to back off. Remember, knowledge is power. Don't fall for intimidation. And always record the police.